This is Carl at National RV Detroit, and I'm going to walk you through this 2020 Mesa Ridge Limited Model 275 RLS. Okay, we're walking on the door side of the trailer towards the rear. Okay, there is a grill for this. It's in the front compartment and it hangs right on here. This is obviously a swing out bracket. Thing to keep in mind, that you have to connect the LP line. That's done right here with this quick connect. You get connected to the grill and to this line, and then you of course turn this valve on, okay, to get gas flow. All right, you also have crank down stabilizers, the 3/4 inch crank socket or drill attachment will get it down and up. Okay, you got some power here, I think. Yep. That's what it is, all right. So you have a slide out on this side. This particular type of slide out is called a Schwinn-Tech. It's made by Lippert now, they own it, but it's a Schwinn-Tech, just in case anybody asks. You got an awning here with LED strip, power awning. This is just a TV center here. You got a backer here, you got cable and satellite, and power, so you can put a TV there. You have an outside kitchen with a cooktop. They go like this. Pull it out. This one will have to be, let's see, there's the plug. Oh, they got it crammed up here somehow. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, well, you're going to have to trust me because I'm going to work on this and free it up, but this one has to be plugged in too, as you can see. So let me see if they give us another place here, or you have to use the back. Let me look under here. Got water. Yeah, you have to run it to the back. Okay, so I will, when you come in by the time you come in to pick this up, we'll know exactly what's going on here. I should know right now, but of course I didn't take the time to look it over. Let me see here. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, so it's another quick connect. It's not all the way to the back. I'll show you where we're at here. We're right below the TV center here, so that's it right there. So they quick connected to that. The cable's just strung through, I can see it, or I mean the hose. I keep calling it a cable, but the LP hose, there's part of it there. So I'll pull it free, and you'll be able to plug it in really good. Actually, they're going to LP test it in a minute, so they'll be able to free that up. You got some little bit of light right here. Okay, onward. Another awning, power awning with LED strip. You got a dog leash tie off. You can tie off your dog or your horse probably if you really wanted to, in case you happen to have one with you. All right, this is just a hookup for a solar battery charger. If you get a solar panel to charge the battery, you could plug it in there. This is a Furrion type plug, just so you know. It won't run your trailer by any means. It will just charge the battery. Okay, here's the grill line that we spoke about right here. The LP line that I keep calling a plug or a cord or something. This is a sprayer with a quick connect on it. Back in the kitchen area, outside kitchen area, I was going to mention that there's a faucet here, but I didn't get to it. So right there, you snap it right in there, quick connect. Hot and cold water. Alrighty. That's your dump hose there. Your grill is back there. You got a crank, 3/4 inch crank for your stabilizers. That crank will also work on your power tongue jack if it happened to fail. You can pull this plug out of here and that crank will work on there too. Alright, let me see if I can get this off so I can see what he's got underneath here. Come on now. Gotta do everything one-handed here. So he has, you have two 30-pound tanks. This is an automatic changeover regulator. These plugs or wires he just hasn't hooked up yet, those are just for the solar charger that we just spoke about. Some people don't even hook them up or use it, but we will take care of whatever we have to here. That's a deep cycle marine battery. Looks like docking lights right there. Right there, okay. Your water heater, which is an Atwood, now owned by Dometic, but it used to be an Atwood. Runs on gas or electric. The switches are inside. This is your drain plug here. Never run the water heater unless it's full. Always check to make sure you got water in it. And of course, if you winterize yourself, you have to bypass the water heater on the back. There are valves. And before you pump any antifreeze into the system, you want to bypass the water heater so you don't get antifreeze into the water heater tank, because it'll leave a really foul taste and smell that will not go away. All right, so here we have valves. So it looks like we have two galley tanks, or is there a black and a, let me see here. Wastewater sewer connection. I want to make sure I get this right here. Okay, so I believe there's two galley tanks, or two gray tanks, a galley tank and a regular one. But I'm gonna hold final judgment until I go inside. I'm sure this only has one bathroom. I just glanced through. I know it does. So basically, this is your black tank here. That's your gray, and this one is for a galley tank. Okay, which is a second gray tank. So you'll put the hose on there and in the dump station and dump it. This one here, you'll do the same thing, except you'll pull the black valve first. The black valve is obviously toilet water and waste, and you'll dump it. Then you'll pull the gray one, which is sink shower water, and you'll dump that. The reason you do it in that order is because the gray water is cleaner than the black water, so it'll clean out your tank or your hose a little bit better. Those are low points to your plumbing for when you winterize. Let me just walk back here and see if there's anything else to look at for the plumbing. Okay, yeah, there is. Okay, so let me open this up here, and then I'll get the camera back on it for you. Okay, so this, I just showed you the dump valves. This here is a black tank flush. So you would keep your black tank valve open after dumping it, and then you will hook the hose from the dump station up to here and turn it on, and it'll spray the inside of the black tank to clean it out even better. Make sure, like it says right here, to always open the valve, the gate valve for your tank before you turn on the water to this. You don't want too much pressure to build up. This is another quick connect for that sprayer. This is where you use either city water or you fill the fresh water tank. If you look at the drawing here, if this blue lever is in this position, you're running city water. So you just hook it up and turn on your city water, and it pressurizes the whole trailer and everything. All the plumbing works. If you go to an older campground or a more rustic campground that does not have plumbing on the campsite, you can fill the tank, the onboard fresh water tank, and then pump your own water. So you would do this to fill that up. Okay, 9 times out of 10 you're going to be using city water, because that's the most common, most people have it. But just in case, you still have the other option. All right, you got a 50 amp cord here, which is 25 feet long. We give you the reducers for it to reduce it down, but it's a 50 amp system. All right, also, while I'm here, you have a ladder for the roof, which is good because you want to inspect your roof at least 3 times a year. You figure the spring, the fall, and then once in the middle of the summer, you're going to go up on the roof or send somebody up there, look at all the seals or sealant, and there's lap sealant to seal everything. And sometime you're going to find some crack in your separation starting, and when you do, you get it taken care of. You got to inspect the roof. It's very important. Okay, right there, that housing there means it's pre-wired for a backup camera. If you get one, it has to be a Furrion camera that fits into that housing. We sell them here. You can talk to our parts people if you're interested. Either way, it has to be a Furrion that fits in that housing. Okay, and we went over the grill rack a little bit. You're just going to hang your grill on here, plug in the gas line, and you can swing this out, swing it around to this side if you want, so it's closer to your other cooking area. All right, one other thing. This is the vent for the range hood that's over your range. If you're going to run the range hood fan, you got to free up this baffle. right here so it flaps freely. But if you're not using it, if you're not using the fan, you just want to keep it shut like that because you don't want bugs to get in there, and you don't want, if you're pulling it down the road, you don't want to get damaged from flapping in the wind. All right, so we can go inside now. Your steps fold into the trailer. Make sure you clean them off as best you can or dry them off as best you can before you flip it in there. You can get it up halfway and then kind of shake it to knock the dirt out. I guess what I'm trying to get to is it likes to try and flip it in the dirt inside, so you gotta do that. Also, if you're on uneven terrain, you can adjust the length of the legs and then you just pull this pin out here, and then adjust them up and down until it's where you want it. Alrighty, so here we are. Okay, so these are all slide out switches. These are the two awning extend switches. So you're just going to extend it and hold it till it's all the way out. You know that when you can see the awning tube, you're all the way extended. Never leave the awnings out unattended. If you're leaving the campsite, you roll them in because the wind can come up real quick and damage it in just a second. So you have to be careful about that. You've got your two slide out switches here, in and out. To turn your water pump on, which we spoke about, which you'll use for if you're using the fresh water tank, the onboard water tank, or if you're winterizing, you'll use it. Okay. You have gas to light the water heater, electric to light the water heater. Like I stated, make sure there's water in there before you do that. Okay. Here's your levels. Your battery's charged. Your fresh water has got water in it because we're still water testing it. Gray water is empty, or black water is empty. First gray tank is empty, and then this one is your auxiliary or your galley freshwater tank. We spoke about that outside, and that's right there. That's got a little bit of water in it that we still have to take care of. Now, your thermostat is really simple. You just hit it once to light it up. Then you can go through the options. That's fan, cool, that's the air conditioner, heat, and then back to off. The bottom line is there's like a 5-second or more delay every time you turn one of these appliances on or off. So just give it some time. When you turn it on, just stand back and wait because there's a lag time when you turn them on and off. So, okay. All right, let's see. So your refrigerator, it's just a Norcold automatic refrigerator. There's not a whole lot to it. You're just basically on and off, and you can set the temperature and that sort of thing. It's very simple. Okay, and there's a battery in there for your smoke detector. All right, like I said, this is still in progress. So, okay, all right. So this is the range hood I was telling you about. Remember about the baffle, on and off. Your microwave works like any other microwave. I don't know if the gas is on here. I didn't check, but you turn this clockwise to spark the burners and the oven. So I think the oven also, yes. So you'll just go to light right there. You can see that's that simple, and you got the 3 burners here. To light the oven, it's a little bit different. Down here, all the way to the back is a pilot light back there. You can sort of see it back there. There it is. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to turn your oven knob to the pilot light. Then you're going to depress it and hold it. Then you're going to snap this clockwise to light the pilot light down here. When it lights, you're still holding this, and you'll hold it for another 10 or 15 seconds to heat it up. Then you go to operating temperature. It'll cycle on and off, but when you turn it off, the flame goes off. But so does the pilot light, so you have to relight the pilot light each time you use the oven. You also have storage under there. This looks kind of nice. It looks like it's part of the oven, actually. It's a good idea. Got a big pantry. Nice sized pantry with light in it. Okay, your TV works like any other TV. Your fireplace will, you can set the fan speed. It's a good space heater. You can turn you can set the thermostat. You can adjust the appearance of the flame, all that sort of thing. Okay, your sound bar which you have a remote for. You can play radio, obviously. You can stream off this USB right here. Take all your favorite albums on one little USB stick. You can hook up wirelessly with Bluetooth to play your MP3s off your phone or tablet. You got 2 zones, 1 and 2. 1 is inside the trailer, 2 is the outside speakers. This is an HDMI in, so if you wanted to use let's say a game machine that has a Blu-ray player on it, you could play Blu-ray discs, or kids or grandkids could have a game machine on a rainy day, although you don't want them playing games while you're camping, obviously, or most people don't. But you can do it if you choose to. All right, so this is just this folds out. It's self-explanatory. These cushions pull off. Then you're just going to pull this out like this, drop the legs down, and then drop the back in place. It's very simple. And you have a 3-panel foam hide-a-bed, which is really nice. All right, to operate your leg rests here, it's all powered. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm missing it here. It's all powered, so you're just going to send them out electrically. Okay. And to bring it back, and this has a, let me make sure I'm correct on that, because I'm seeing a ripcord on it too, so I better check this out. Okay, so I'm wrong about that. To get the legs out, it's this right here. Okay, then this is just a heater and a massager. So I was way off. Glad I stopped. That's the shake and bake model. Okay. Lock, and then you have a USB port there also to charge your phone. And then to retract it, obviously you're just going to bring it back in like that till it clicks. Alright, well, I'm glad I looked at that, because I'm giving you bad information. I'm the guy who's supposed to be giving you the right information. Okay, so you can fold this table legs, and you can set it on these cleats, the tabletop on the cleats, and use the back cushions to fill it in, and you got another bed there. So you figure you got this one, that one. Okay, let me see here. Let me look around, see if I missed anything. I must have. Oh yeah, here's this device here is the power converter. Okay, what this does is it converts 110 AC down to 12 volt DC. So you see on this side you got 110 AC. You got regular household type circuit breakers, and they're all labeled. Then the power is converted to DC power 12 volt, and you have fuses here, and they're labeled. If any of these fuses were to blow, they'll light up, and you can see them through this tinted plastic here. This is also a battery tender, so as long as you're plugged in, it's going to send so much energy your battery has up front. Excuse me. If it's low, it'll send 10 amps or whatever it needs up there to charge it. If it's charged, it'll just trickle a couple, but it'll keep your battery charged up, so it's a good thing. Also, I'm looking for there's one more thing in here, would be the carbon monoxide LP gas detector. Let me look around. It's got to be somewhere in here. Let me look over here. Oh, it's a mystery, see? Like a hunt. Oh, here it is right here. Okay. So here it is right here. I'll set it off for you so you can hear it. Goes through 2 self-tests, one for carbon monoxide, one for LP gas. And then it'll tell you if your battery's low. Right there, go beeping very slowly. It's telling you your battery's low. That's a self-test, and it goes back to green. It should always be green like that. If it's not, you want to get it serviced. So if this thing goes off, other than for the low battery, if it goes off for carbon monoxide or LP gas, you just gather everybody up, get them out of the trailer, shut the gas off at the front, and figure out what's going on. Okay, all right. Good. Now this is because it's a 50 amp trailer, it's pre-wired for a second air conditioner. I just want you to see that it's telling you that right here. I haven't read it, but I know that's what it says. So you just drop in an air conditioner here basically. It's pre-wired. You would remove this garnish and take off the vent, and the air conditioner will fit right in there. So they're doing that a lot, pre-wiring them, because people who live or travel a lot in the south in the dead of summer, super hot, muggy southern summers, they could sometimes use a second AC. So instead of starting from scratch, they're just pre-wiring them at 50 amp now. so it's easier to convert them over or upgrade them or whatever the term is. Okay, the shower works like any other shower. You got a sink. Your fan, you always want to run the fan when you're using the shower to pull the humidity out. Now the toilet, which is ceramic, and you've got a flush pedal here. Okay, so the bottom line is this: you can't use the toilet without chemical and dry. You see, you got a sample here of chemical, but basically whatever chemical you choose to use, when you pull up to the campsite, you plug into the power and you hook up the water, and then you're going to come in here. You'll dump your chemical right in there, a scoop of it, or a pre-measured packet, or a cupful, whatever type you use, and then you're going to stand on the pedal, and the black tank is directly below, and you're just going to fill it about a gallon or two of water in there. You can't use it dry, and you can't use it without chemicals. So when you first start off, chemical and a little bit of water to get you going. All right. So let's say you're going to you dumped your black tank and you're still staying another week at the park. So you would, after you dump the black tank, you'd come in here and repeat the procedure. You put the chemical in there and a gallon or two of water. All right. Also, it defaults when it flushes about to here. So I'm sorry, it fills about to there. And so you can step on the pedal just a little bit and the trap won't open, but the water valve will activate, and you can fill it up as full as you want before you use it. You just have to do that each time before you use it, okay? All right. Moving forward still farther, we're up into the bedroom. This is your escape window. I'll just show you, in case you don't know, you're just going to go like this and push it through. Now you can use that for ventilation like that, but if you're escaping, you would push this all the way through. You grab hold of this red tab on the screen and pull the screen out, and out you go. Just in case you have an emergency. You got a big closet, which is rare, and this one also doubles. It's plumbed for a washer-dryer combo, so you can use it for either or. It's got a curtain rod or a clothes rod, but you're also plumbed for hot and cold water for a washer-dryer. Also, you got a TV backer here, and there's a antenna through and power, and that's your on and off switch for your signal booster for your. Oh, let me do it again. Your signal booster for your digital antenna, which should be on, or you'll get a lousy picture. It won't be able to lock on the signal. You get just a bad picture. Now, this is something, on this one I've never seen it, but I know, I'll tell you exactly what it is. Okay. Okay, so that's just a station there. Okay, so this is telling you that it's pre-wired for a Wi-Fi signal booster, basically. So that means there'll be a port on the roof too. And if you go to rvlink.com, you can look at their products. It just means it's pre-wired, and you can have a nice signal booster that really increases your Wi-Fi bandwidth. You get a much stronger, reliable signal off of public Wi-Fi. So that's all they're telling you right here, is that it's pre-wired. I'm still trying to bluff my way through this other one, because I'm going to have to read it here while I'm talking to you, because it's telling me that it's waterproof, shockproof. Wireless charging dock. Ah. Okay. Well, where's your portable Bluetooth speaker? And flashlight. Oh, okay. For more information to purchase your Furrion LIT or accessories, visit Furrion.com. So here we got with pre-wired again. It's got the mount here for wireless charging. I'll show you the picture of it here. This is a Bluetooth speaker and a flashlight that would hang there. But from what I'm reading, it doesn't come with the trailer. You can talk to your salesman to make sure, but that's what I'm reading, that it's just telling you you can buy one. So I'll put that card back anyway. First time I've seen that. So I just learned something at the same time you did. All right. Okay. So I think I've got everything now. Let me look around a bit, make sure I didn't forget to tell you anything. I don't think I did. One thing you want to know, if you don't already know, these blinds, you know, obviously they pull up and down. Okay, let me straighten that out a little bit. That's not quite right. Okay, so they pull up and down. Now, if you're traveling, let's say, and you're out west somewhere, you're in let's say Yosemite Valley, and when you hit bumps, it just comes down automatically. You don't have to go in for service or anything. This is a tension cable here. The tighter this is, the tougher it is to move this, right? So basically all you're going to do is either pull this through and tie a knot in it so it's about a 1/2 inch shorter, that makes it tighter, or to make it easier, you can unscrew it and work with it, shorten it, and then screw it back in. That's the way it's the easiest to do. But you can always tighten them up a little bit. You don't want to over tighten them and break it, but you can always fix it yourself if you run into that situation, because frankly they tend to loosen up after a while. So you have to tweak them a bit, okay? Okay, so I think I've covered everything here now. I'm going to end this video. I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer at National RV Detroit. If you have any questions, you can call us. There is in this packet here of stuff, there's a manual for every appliance in here. You can use online videos, whatever you need to do. But the key is use your trailer a lot. Get a lot of use out of it. Make sure you bypass your water heater before putting antifreeze in. Always inspect your roof 3 times a year, and have a good time camping with it. Thank you very much.